from Capitol Hill. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
All right. Anything break overnight that was newsworthy?
Well, the senators have started their debate on a health care plan, and they actually went ahead and held a vote last night on a package that included that plan that they had been working on behind closed doors for nearly a month that would repeal and replace. That measure went down yesterday pretty significantly. They didn't have the votes to clear a procedural hurdle on that. So now the next question is, what are they going to vote on next? We expect at some point Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is likely to bring up that repeal-only bill that did pass the Senate back in 2015, but even that doesn't seem right now to have the support.
So they're calling this a vote-a-rama, where anybody can bring any bill to the floor and they can vote on it. How long are they going to do this for?
The vote-a-rama can literally just last until senators are physically exhausted if they decide to do so. I mean, it'll be an open amendment process where people can bring amendments to the floor to vote on. We know that Senate Republicans are eager to try to find one plan that they could get Republicans to coalesce around. So that's something that they're going to have to try to figure out in the next few days, really. But I think by tomorrow evening, maybe early into Friday, is whether there's one plan that Republicans can support.
What's this skinny plan that's sort of making news?
Yeah, so that it's a funny name, but that's one thing that's certainly going around. That would just basically take away certain elements of Obamacare, such as the medical device tax, the individual mandate, and the employer mandate. That's something that could potentially gain some traction. But what you have to remember here is that anything that passes the Senate is still going to have to go over to the House, which is growing more and more conservative. And that's not something that will likely sit well with members over on the House side.
Where is the insurance lobby in this? If they do away with the individual mandate, then anybody can buy insurance the day after they're diagnosed with cancer, and it would destroy the markets. Where is the insurance lobby in all of this?
Well, there's certainly multiple different sides who are trying to weigh in on this right now. And there's a lot of keen interest in how the Senate is going to eventually craft a bill and take it over to the House. Both sides are going to have to merge whatever comes out of here and find something that's palatable to both sides.
Let's talk about John McCain. Gave somewhat of an impassioned speech on the floor of the Senate yesterday.
Yeah, John McCain certainly knows how to make an entrance, coming back to a standing ovation as he cast his yes vote to move forward with the measure. But he then really just ripped into the state of affairs in Congress, saying that it's about time that people step back and remember why they're here to serve the American public, and that so often now things are so partisan and so divided that people just aren't getting things done. And he said that the Senate and the House need to return to a regular set of order where they potentially work together on bills such as health care.
And then voted not to go to regular order.
That's right. So he went ahead and voted on the motion to proceed to the health care plan. And then he said he couldn't support the bill that was currently in front of Congress because it was a shell of a plan. But then yesterday, when they had that package that would repeal and replace, he was actually one of the people who voted to go ahead and clear that procedural hurdle. So we've reached out to his office trying to get an explanation on those two different sets of opinions that he voiced yesterday.
How long is he going to be in Washington? Because he mentioned at the end that he was going to head back to Arizona.
So I think Senator McCain, in addition to healthcare, was also eager to be here for any advancement on the NDAA, as well as that Russia sanctions bill that passed the House yesterday. But right now, the Senate's pretty much stuck on healthcare, so it's unclear when those will come up. The senator did say he'll be here for a few days before heading back to Arizona for treatment, and he said he has every full intention to come back to the Senate and bother all of those people who said nice things about him when he announced his brain cancer diagnosis.
So this healthcare debate, are we talking weeks they're going to be doing this? Days? A few days? What's the timeline here? Are there going to be a flurry of votes today and tomorrow?
So we do expect some more votes later today, but then the big vote-a-rama is likely to come tomorrow and could potentially head into Friday night. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is eager to get something done by the end of the week. Right now, it's unclear whether that could actually happen, but anything that does pass the Senate, if something does pass here, it's going to likely have to go over to the House to a conference committee, which then that's an even longer process where the two sides, the two chambers have to merge together their bills and find an agreement.
Arlette Saenz, ABC News correspondent in Capitol Hill. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you.
You got it. That other Ted Cruz amendment, which was voted down yesterday, where it would be you could buy insurance, but it wouldn't cover anything, which I don't understand why you'd buy that. And then
Right.